Alright guys, welcome back. Again, this is Team Rich T versus We'll Dance for PLEX. I'm Sir Squeebles here with Sardcade. Bans are the Worm and the Vexor Navy issue, which I think probably affected Rich T a little bit more, as that's what they've flown in the previous two matches. Meanwhile, We'll Dance for PLEX fielding what has surely become their signature comp of two Myrmidons, two Navitas, and a Malediction.
And quite different than we've seen for anything for the tournament, Team Rich T has brought a Cruiser Rush composition of 2 Ruptures, 2 Vexors, and 1 Tristan. A lot of damage. We're going to see if the Myrmidons are going to be able to tank.
I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe these Ruptures are artillery fit. And immediately they're going for this Myrmidon of Silith, and holy crap, they're putting a lot of damage on him. But reps are coming in from these Navitas, and he does have that local rep. I don't know if he'll be able to survive. It looks like he will, and Dr. Pies in the Vexor is going down in the meanwhile.
A huge boost out of Dr. Pies. We'll see if he's going to be able to keep that going for much longer. The Ruptures are AC fit. They are gank fit to the max, ready to put down Myrmidons. Myrmidon of Silith is into about half structure, repping back those Navitas reps. However, we have lost the Vexor in the Rich T team, and we have another going into about half armor.
Yeah, so initially it was a good trade for Rich T. If they could have traded a Myrmidon for a Vexor, that would have been really good, but it looks like they're going to trade a Myrmidon for 2 Vexors. These Ruptures, I mean, they are definitely going to be packing a punch, but they have got to try and put some serious damage down on Sheki in the second Myrmidon. That's if they can even kill Silith. Die, Silith, die!
Yeah, Silith down to about 5% structure. Pretty amazing that he's still alive at this point. However, with 2 Vexors down, Silith very well may survive this entire onslaught of cruisers. Yingvar and the Rupture is now being primaried by the 2 surviving Myrmidons. It looks like the Cruiser Rush Gambit is not going to pay off.
That was close, and I do agree with you. I think it would be a huge surprise if Silith dies at this point. He's probably still running that ancillary armor upper without the paste, and he's got the reps from the Navitas. He looks fairly stable, and damage is dropping very, very rapidly for Team Rich T. That was super tense, and I thought it was going to pay off. When I zoomed in on that Rupture, I really did think that was artillery, but good call on the autocannons. Unfortunately, just not enough damage to burn through that first Myrm.
Yeah, if anything in this tournament, I've been really surprised about the effectiveness of T1 logistics cruiser or frigates. In the Neo, it was more of a thing given that you had warfare links to double the effectiveness of those frigates as well as drastically increase their tanking ability. But even in the Bird vs. Blue tournament where we don't have warfare links, they've been a pretty significant contributing factor to the teams that fielded them.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The Logi Frigs are not to be underestimated, and they do synergize really well with teams that have heavy support wings. Not such a big deal in the 5v5 setup, but I mean, clearly without those Navitas, that Myrmidon definitely would have died, but instead they've got a clean sweep. Nice job by the Myrm pilots, and, well, Silith particularly, and a really nice job by the Navitas pilots. It was really well done.
Yeah, it's amazing that he decided to overheat his damage control prior to getting primary. It's a really good job on his part.
Yes, always overheat the damage control. Alright, with that, we are going to call this match done. We're going to set up for our next match between Team Glass something or other and Team Jigsaw. So we'll send it back to the air quote studio.
See you guys.